Hello, and welcome to the Gaming Twins Weekly Show, where we discuss all the latest and the greatest news going on in the industry. Now, if you want to get in on the discussion, you could always leave a comment down below, or of course, join us every Thursday on Twitch for the Gaming Twins live show, where we discuss live with you.
And that's at twitch.tv/Gaming Twins Show.
Yeah. How's your week been?
My week, not been great. Great. We just came off of that 4th of July weekend.
That should be a good thing, no?
Like, it was, except those 3 days were the longest 3 days of my life.
Oh. Like the work week after?
The work week after, yeah. It was 3 days until the next Mother Lovin' weekend. Right. It's like, after that point, you get spoiled at one point.
Well, yeah, after that whole weekend, we had the weekend, okay, like start of the weekend, and then we had like 2 days off for the 4th of July on like the 3rd and the 4th, okay? Us here in America.
Yeah.
Okay? Just for context here. And then, of course, that bled into Monday and Tuesday, and then we just had to work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that was the thing. After coming off that long break and then having to go to work for just the 3 days, you'd think it was going to go quick. I was like, oh, this is the best week ever. No.
See, and then here's the thing. After this week started, okay, so at the time of recording, we record about Tuesdays, and you can actually catch that live at our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Gaming Twins Show.
Like right now, if you're watching.
That's true. But ever since this week started, okay, I've been having this like massive sleep deprivation. Okay, I've been running on about 4.5 hours of sleep each night.
No, why?
I'm really exhausted.
Okay, I would imagine.
First night, I don't know why, but last night, okay, well, I guess that was last night. Well, Sunday night.
You stay up till dawn playing video games?
Kind of, but like I couldn't sleep Sunday night, and then Monday night, okay, we had this massive thunderstorm here.
Oh.
Did you get to
yeah.
enjoy any of that?
Yeah, it was fun.
About 3 o'clock in the morning, the loudest like thunder clap you've ever heard goes off, okay? And suddenly you're awake, and you're just like, oh no! And it's like, it's thundering, there's lightning flashing and stuff and all that. Like, it's a lightning storm.
Okay. And that's fun. My favorite kind.
And, of course, it's like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah. I love lightning storms and thunderstorms and that kind of thing.
Just not at 3 in the morning.
But not at 3 in the morning.
Before work.
And then here's the thing. I'm trying to sleep, but the flashes are so bright, okay?
Yeah.
You flinch a little because you're waiting for, the thunderclap.
Yeah.
You know, and then it doesn't happen, and then it randomly does, and it's just like you can't sleep at all. So I've been running on about 4.5 hours of sleep.
Wow.
And I'm just exhausted at this point.
Well, me on the other hand, I've been doing well. Okay, I found out that I currently have a tan. Oh my god, a tan? A tan? Yeah.
Oh?
Yeah. I have a tan.
Dan, you do have a tan.
I have a tan.
You're more tan than me.
Yeah, and you know what I can thank for that?
Huh.
Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go. God dang Pokemon Go, okay? I go out to the park, like, every lunch hour. I run around this park, you know, I think it's a mile around, okay? It's got this walking path ring, okay? And I run around this thing like 3 times during the day, multiple times going back and forth between the stops and everything.
What, during your lunch hour?
During my lunch hour.
Not bad.
So just an hour. And that's the thing. I've been outside so often that I now have a tan. I haven't had a tan in forever. I'm a basement dweller, okay? Guys, I'm an internet troll. I don't get tans. But Pokemon Go is giving us trolls and nerds a tan.
That's good.
That's good. I need my son.
In other news, our personal update, I guess.
Yeah.
Finally got to see the Spider-Man Homecoming movie.
Yay!
Mother loving awesome.
It was awesome.
What a great movie! Oh my goodness!
It was a really good movie.
I'm not going to talk any spoilers or anything like that, but man, I really enjoyed it. I was worried, but I really liked it.
I really enjoyed it. I'm happy they don't have a dud on the hands.
Yeah. And then, of course, the other thing that I've been kind of personally working on, if you follow me on Twitter, and that's at Chuck_Ditto.
Yeah.
Yours is at Nick_Ditto.
Yep.
Check us out there. Tweet at us. We'll talk to you.
Yeah.
The other thing I've been up to is kind of like revamping my retro game collection.
Oh, okay.
So I recently visited GameStop. I picked up a bunch of games. I was just showing you before the stream. I picked up a cartridge version of Blue version. Okay, Pokemon Blue version.
Oh, yeah.
$15.
$15? That was it?
$15. That's what I paid for it. $15.
Wow.
Okay. And I was like, how could I not buy this?
Yeah.
Okay. But here's the thing. You're thinking Blue version. Man, that came out in America, 1997?
Yeah.
Okay. So this cartridge is old. It's got to be beat up and nasty. It's not. It's like perfect condition.
That's pretty cool.
And it's so amazing.
Because my rickety copy from when we were like 8 or something is torn to shreds. The sticker
Yeah.
is like almost gone.
Exactly.
Kind of thing. It was really used.
And this is like a near perfect copy of this game.
Right.
And the fun part is that I popped it in my my Game Boy player for my GameCube, and I was just looking through it. Looking
Oh, speaking
through
of which,
the
we
different
got
boxes.
a Game Boy player for the game.
Yeah,
the Game Boy Advance player. Okay, that you plug into the bottom of the GameCube. Amazing thing. Play your Game Boy Advance games on a TV.
See,
Coolest
that's
thing
why you
ever.
keep getting confused. It's not a Game Boy Advance player.
It's not.
No, it's a Game Boy player.
No, it's a Game Boy Advance player. Game
No,
Boy Advance can
no,
play
it
all the way
quite
down to
literally-
Game Boy.
No, you quite literally, you open the case, it says Game Boy player.
Really?
Yeah, no kidding.
What the heck?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's awesome sauce. So you can
That's really cool.
You can do all those games. But I was going through the different like boxes. You know how you had to change boxes, you had to save the game, and then it would change, and then you had to go through the withdrawal system. There was no move or anything.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm looking down, and this person had put clearly. I gotta look at the
You're
actual
talking about
hour
the previous
count.
save file.
The previous
on
file
the
that
Pokemon
came
Blue
with it.
copy.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the cartridge. They clearly put so much effort into it. I got to look at the actual save time. But there's so many Pokemon that are over like level 60 at the and in that original game.
Yeah.
It's like the amount of time you had to put together.
I feel like
to
if
do
you have
all
more
this.
than, I don't know, 10 Pokemon at level 60, you probably put in a junk load of hours because it's like, you make your initial team and then some Pokemon, that you keep around or whatever. and you
that
kinda
was my
balance
problem
out,
when I
switch
first
them
played
out.
the game. Is that I would play it and there would just be I would have my main team who would be leveled up and then everything else would be garbage.
Yep.
But yeah, that was just really cool to see. And then not only that, I bought Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, that's
is
cool.
just-
Like, good God.
Fantastic! One of the best. Just like you can make your team. They have a rental system where you rent Pokemon and you can just throw battles at each other. It's like,
Yeah.
all right,
That was the coolest Stagnap thing. And of course, like, Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 2, okay, are like the Pokemon trading card game. Nintendo will not make those things anymore because you can buy that and get the full experience of the Pokemon trading card game without paying an extra dime beyond the price of the cartridge.
buying the actual
or
real
playing
cards.
Pokemon Stadium where you can play with every Pokemon without playing through a mainline Pokemon game. Okay, those don't exist, and that's why Pokemon Battle Revolution, okay, came with like nothing in it. It came with like garbage basically, and you had to fight and fight and fight to unlock your Pokemon, and it's not fun if you don't have your own. So, if anything, those complete packages like that, Nintendo isn't going to make anymore because it's not a good idea. Literally sells the thing out.
And then the other one I bought was Pokemon Stadium 2. Which equally is awesome. The only one I dodged was Super Smash Brothers, and that was $55.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
See, and that's the thing. Is like you'd think you need Super Smash Bros, but I mean, it's like it's $55, and if you played the original Smash Bros, and if you like pick it up and play it today, okay, that game is rough. It's really rough.
It's fun, but it's like at the same time, like it's like I'm not playing on an emulator or anything like that. I'm stuck with the 64 controller, and like I've defended the 64 controller in the past. It was a mild that controller is a mild mistake.
It's amazing. You play Kirby and the Crystal Shards, like the only one that you'd actually like stick your hand on the other side where the D-pad is.
You know what's funny? I
you
just
hold it,
experienced
like, wide
that.
like that. It's like this is weird
Because it has these 3 prongs where you either hold it like a normal controller or you hold it like this weird.
I don't have an example down
off,
here. Yeah, it's a weird, weird thing. Everyone knows. The N64 controller, just Google the thing.
But I had the same issue going into Pokemon Stadium. I forgot. Oh yeah, stick on
only D-pad. Only D-pad.
Which is awesome. But anyway, just with the Game Boy player for the GameCube and getting all these 64 games, I'm just getting really excited about that because we can actually run those on our stream.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like being able to play a Pokemon game, with the stream and having everybody jump in and name the Pokemon we got. It's like, wait, do we want this? What do we want to go catch?
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. And
we can actually do that.
Yeah.
We can actually do that. That's a junk load of stuff we can now stream.
Exactly. I'm so excited. We have a pretty vibrant Game Boy Advance collection, as well as some of the older Game Boy games, at least with the Pokemon series.
Right.
So I'm really excited about that. But overall, that's just kind of what I've been up to.
Right.
Retro game collecting. It's like I want to rebuild that collection I sold off as a child to afford the next game,
I see.
So, yeah, I've been kind of working on that.
Other news, I mean, what I've been up to, got my girlfriend into Pokemon.
That's cool.
That's the coolest Dagnab thing ever.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. I've also been playing a junk load of The Last of Us, and I have to say, that game is amazing.
When have you had time to play that game?
I've had time to play that game.
Oh, I've been burned through Persona
absolutely
5.
amazing. Persona 5, that game we already know is amazing.
Yeah.
And we already knew Last of Us was amazing, but I'm now playing it for the first time. And I have to say, that game was end-of-life PS3 game. It looks amazing as just a PS4 remaster or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, it's a PS3 game. Okay, and I started Uncharted 1, and I know this is a weird comparison, okay. I've started Uncharted 1, and it's rough. It's rough. It is a early PS3 game, you know. And Last of Us, of course, is every lesson learned after the Uncharted franchise. So it's really interesting to play the contrast between Uncharted 1 and The Last of Us and see the full realization of what the Uncharted engine is, or what a Naughty Dog game is.
Yep.
So, and
pretty awesome sauce.
It's really awesome. It's really techno awesome.
So yeah, we've been trying to play catch up on our games. That's never going to actually happen.
No. Backlog is real.
So let's go ahead and get into the updates for the podcast.
Yay!
First of all, we have the Humble Bundle just released, and it's a Capcom one. And the games are actually really cool.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a fan of these series, you're probably going to enjoy yourself.
Look at that for $1. Are you kidding me?
Now, I'm going to need someone else to, like, update me and tell me what this is, but Strider...
Okay, so Strider basically
you know what this is?
It's a fast-paced Castlevania, Metroidvania style
this is what Mondo was telling
combat
me.
game, okay? Looks really
telling me
cool.
it's
I've
like
always
Metroid
actually
or
wanted to try it. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. The fact that it's available for $1, are you kidding me? I definitely should be getting this. Oh my god.
Okay, so we have Umbrella Corps, which...
No one cares.
I don't know anything about that
No
game
one
other
cares.
than it's a Resident Evil game.
No one
we have
cares.
the new Devil May Cry.
Yay! And that's the thing. Not
DMC Devil
everyone
May Cry.
cared, but the factor is it's available for $1. The game's definitely worth $1. And that's the
I'm
thing.
sure
I know
you
it had
can get
its
$1 worth of fun or
Right.
entertainment.
Oh, you will get $1 worth of entertainment. I really wanted that game, and I never bought it. But and I was a big fan of the Devil May Cry games, where I just picked them up, and then I saw this new one was coming out, and everyone was like, "Oh, they're the worst," or whatever. This new one's the worst, or whatever.
See,
And it was
that's
just
one of the
people
fun
grumpy,
things. That's one of the fun things about joining late to a series,
Yeah.
because the new one comes out and you're like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just
And,
rabid
maybe
fan
it's
base.
just ignorant bliss, but at the same time, it is.
I will
bliss.
admit, it didn't have a lock-on system or a target system,
Oh, yeah,
which was
that drove me-
bananas.
that
It's like
drove me bananas.
all the combat was a lock-on system, and you took the lock-on out. It's like, that's weird, but it's still worth more than $1 for that fun.
Exactly.
So
You'll
I'm excited
find more
to
than
play
$1 of entertainment.
Yes.
So we have the Umbrella Corps upgrade DLC pack, blah blah blah, included in the next stage. We have Dead Rising 2 off the record.
Cool. Didn't play
Awesome.
Dead Rising.
Did you
2
know that
first.
Capcom does both Dead Rising and Resident Evil?
Oh shoot! Really?
I didn't know this.
Wow.
I never really thought about it.
I never put two and
I've
two
seen
together.
the
Wow.
logos every time, but I never really thought about
See,
it.
that's the thing. We played Dead Rising games. We didn't grow up with like a PlayStation too early on. Okay, so we didn't play like almost any of the Resident Evil games. It's not what we grew up with. That's simple.
Yep.
But yeah, we played Dead Rising at the launch of like the 360. Okay, when Dead Rising was cool or whatever.
I'm sure someone
Didn't
out there is
even
like
know.
face palming right
Yep.
now.
Yep, just face palming.
So also Resident Evil HD remaster. That's awesome. Resident Evil 0 remaster. I don't know anything about that game. And Resident Evil 6.
Okay.
Also, up to the next one, which at this current one is pay $12 or more. You're donating to charity. It's like, this is awesome, all the stuff you get. You get Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 3 Apocalypse Edition.
Okay.
So
Which
how
is
cool was
basically
that?
probably the full version or whatever. That's okay. So basically, no. Just to recap, go back up.
Okay.
So for $12, you get Strider, Umbrella Corps, whatever, DMC, the new one, Umbrella Corps upgrade, whatever, Dead Rising 2 off the record, Resident Evil HD. So this is the Resident Evil HD remaster of the first game. There's Resident Evil 0 HD. It says it's a remaster. I don't remember. Whatever. And then Resident Evil 6, and then so this is all for $12, and then Dead Rising 2 and Dead Rising 3, basically the full edition, for $12.
That's fantastic. It's like, wow, what an awesome
very
Humble
important,
Bundle.
actually. Everything on this list is for PC.
Yes.
And I believe
Yes.
it gives you a Steam code for that. So
Don't forget about that kind
yeah,
of
it
thing.
runs on Windows. I don't think any of them are certified to run on Mac. It doesn't show the logo. so
It's
probably
really
not,
funny
but-
because if they started releasing games on like consoles, okay, with the Humble Bundle, like it's like, oh,
Good
the-
God,
a
that'd be
console.
amazing.
Oh my God, I would be buying them all. I'd buy every Humble Bundle. Just saying, it's like get them on consoles, and I don't know if there's like some kind of like divide there as to why they do PC only or anything like that.
Right.
But I mean, if they did it on consoles, I would have to buy everything. I would just subscribe to the monthly service, just get everything all the time.
right.
It's like, that's awesome sauce.
Now, I just want to comment.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
I wanted to comment actually on something else. Okay.
Okay.
I recently came across, or buzz on the internet, about Mega Man Maker. Okay?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's this fan-made game thing where they're taking the art assets from Mega Man 1 through 6, okay, and it's legit like Mario Maker style, where they're like
original
building
retro graphics.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
The original retro graphics, okay. It has like 12 different bosses, okay, and basically you're literally making Mega Man stages with all palettes from all the games, okay. I think it was like 24 different powers, including 2 additional custom powers, which very much both look like they were from a Kirby engine, but whatever. No, I'm sorry. They had the Star Fox deflector.
Okay.
It deflects, it reflects, okay?
That's
and then they also had like the Kirby tornado power, where it's like you start
just
turning,
kinda...
and then if you hold the button, it'll like go up, you know?
Okay, yeah.
I was like, okay. Anyways, if you check out our the live show on Thursday, we'll pull up the trailer. It has a really cool trailer, and I don't know. The trailer alone has charm, and the thing is that it's a fan-made game. I saw it was made in Game Maker or in the Game Maker Mega Man engine or something like that. And if anything, it's releasing July 15th. So you might want to grab that before it's taken down for copyright reasons, or from what I'm hearing, Capcom isn't too.
They're pretty
too picky.
lenient,
yeah,
so
they're pretty
maybe
lenient
they'll leave it
about
up.
fan-made stuff.
I don't know.
And in some cases have even taken fan-made games and made it a official thing. And
Yes, I've heard about this.
So if anything, check
do
it out.
Do it, Capcom.
Yeah. If anything, I'd encourage you just look it up on YouTube, look up the trailer for it, because it was actually really cool. It was really cool.
So, just a reminder for Pokemon Go, there is an anniversary update event where you can catch Ash's Pikachu. Yep. So, if you're a fan of that,
yeah, sure.
How many special Pikachus have we got so far?
I believe there was a Party Hat Pikachu. I believe there was a Santa Hat Pikachu, of course, there's a Pikachu with Ash's hat, or officially the Pokemon Indigo League hat. Just clarifying.
Yeah,
being a real nerd
Ash
here,
does...
pushing on my glasses. But yeah, the cool thing about this one, from my understanding, or at least this is the first time I've actually seen this, or people are saying that they're getting eggs that hatch, and they hatch into a Pichu, but it's a special Pokemon League hat, or Ash's hat.
Really? On a Pichu?
On a Pichu.
Oh, that's cool.
People have pictures of it. And that's
I didn't know that.
People said it's likely only the eggs
attained during that event.
During the event. So, yeah, you might want to be grabbing the eggs.
Oh, my eggs are filled out.
You can get a Pichu with it. So that's really cool. They had a picture of it on Kotaku somewhere or whatever, but yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
It is really cool.
Oh, man.
Really dang cool.
All right, well, we have the approaching Destiny 2 beta.
Yay!
Okay, then I wanted to at least talk about some of the beta content and what we're going to be seeing in that beta.
Okay, what are we going to be seeing?
So, I mean, this won't take very long, but so essentially you're going to get the opening mission for the game.
That was the one they showed up for the trailer, the first live gameplay thing. They showed the.
I'm pretty
the
sure that was it.
Yeah.
I can't remember unless it was the first strike. Because here's the thing: you're gonna get the opening story mission. You're gonna get a strike.
Okay.
So essentially, like a small raid or a dungeon. Sorry, World of Warcraft terms. And then 2 PvP modes. Okay. The PvP modes will be Control. Okay. Which is a great game mode. And then Countdown. Let's see. Countdown is a new mode for Destiny 2. I'm reading this off Eurogamer.
Okay.
Countdown is a new mode for Destiny 2. You will attack or defend a base on a new map custom built for Countdown.
Okay, so it's a new game mode that they're
awesome.
Clearly excited to promote. It's kind of like Titanfall, where they had like side modes rather than the actual one you want to play. It's like, here, play our special weird game mode. It's like, okay, fine. Testing with the beta and everything, so it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I'm not against this. So overall, it sounds like the beta is going to be actually pretty fun. Yeah. If you like Destiny, you're probably going to be just fine with this game.
Yeah, if anything, I have no doubt in my mind that Destiny 2 is literally Destiny with just new updates and content, just same engine and everything, that kind of thing. Which isn't really a bad thing because I really enjoyed Destiny, so, hey, whatever. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go back to Destiny. I mean, I remember, multiple... It's been a while since Destiny has been out, okay? And I remember, after I finished, the second DLC or something like that, I was like, you know what? I'm ready for Destiny 2 now. Right. I don't want the Iron Banner DLC or anything like that.
We kind of skipped out on that because it's like, I'm investing. They've already told us that none of our stuff is transferring, or at least at the time, they weren't being clear about it, and it was pretty obvious. It's like, you could easily say, yes, it's transferring, and you won't say it. So it's
Yeah.
like clearly there's an issue here. Something's not carrying over. So yeah, we at that point it was like I'm working to a dead end.
Exactly.
So I was like, nah, I'm just
Yeah, at that point, it's like, all right, yeah, I'm having fun with this, but I want to kind of like move forward.
Yeah.
So those dates are going to be July 18th
This is
through
for the beta?
20th, or the 18th and 20th for the PS4 beta, early access.
Okay.
And then the 19th and 20th for the Xbox One beta early
Okay,
access.
so PS3 or PS4 gets one additional day for the beta.
Yes.
It appears.
Not too big of a deal.
No.
Then after that, we have July 21st through the 23rd. The beta will be open to all console players. And,
Wow.
of course, the beta will end on the 23rd. So if you do have a pre-order, you'll get a few extra days and that kind of thing, which is fine. Whatever. I'll
Cool.
be excited to check it out. I'll be excited to probably run a raid or something like that with you.
Yeah.
And play some of that multiplayer.
I'm excited to be playing more Destiny.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, it was
just
good.
it. Just give me my Destiny. I'm already staving off my World of Warcraft addiction, so give me some Destiny as an alternative. That'd be nice.
All right, so next up we have the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta.
Yay!
Woo! So that's going to be happening as well. That being said, this will be significantly later. I believe it's late October-ish.
Okay.
I have to get the actual dates, but I know it starts in October. So we got a while to wait on this one.
Dang.
Reading this off of GameSpot here, it looks like you're going to be able to play the Galactic Assault on Naboo,
Okay.
which is basically what we saw at E3.
The Theed battle.
Yeah, the Battle of Theed.
Okay.
It's a 40-player match, essentially, which
Cool.
is awesome.
Cool.
You'll play as either the
40-player
Separatist
matches.
droid army or the clones,
Okay.
which I actually remember we were talking about this during E3.
Clone Wars era.
You'd be surprised how many actual Battlefront 2 fans don't care.
Yeah, no,
they
no.
really don't
It was-
care.
it was a
just
fun
fun
game.
extra gameplay.
Yeah.
But as actual Star Wars nerds and actual fans of the prequels as well,
Yeah.
At least the era in general, seeing clones on the Battle of Theed is really weird.
Yeah, it's really
It
weird.
must
Clearly
be an
they're coming back.
alternative.
Or there's just no excuse. Just no excuses. Like just
Who
play.
cares? We're just gonna
play,
put the
have
units
fun.
on the map, and I'm totally fine with that.
Totally fine with that.
I mean, there's super battle droids there. I can't wait to play as a super
I can't
battle
believe
droid.
Super Battle Droids were
I
available.
can't believe it. And I don't know if it's
was
just
like-
a power-up upgrade or if it's an actual
Oh, it
class.
is. Oh, it is.
Oh my god, please.
Oh, it might be a class.
If it's a class,
I mean, they got the
lose my
clones with the
cheese.
heavy suppressor guns.
Yeah,
They
like,
got
why
the
can't
little
they make
barriers
it
on
a-
the front of it? It's like, you kidding me?
Anyway, let's
Just
go
see
through
what
let's go through some of the actual content.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
we'll actually discover this.
Sorry,
here.
excited, clearly. If you can't tell.
So you can play as the Separatist droid army or the Republic clones with 4 different classes to choose from: Assault, Heavy, Officer, and Specialist. I take that back. I believe they showed all of those and Super Battle Droid was not in there.
You're right.
So I don't know how that's going to work if it's a
Oh,
power
I
up.
forgot. They got the good. They got
maybe.
the support droid, and he's the yellow commander.
Yeah,
You power up, units around him and stuff.
That was the officer. Okay. Now here's the thing. I think the Super Battle Droid. Sorry, I'm in speculative territory at this point.
Okay.
And this information's out there technically. I'm like piecing it together at this point. I remember seeing a clone trooper riding on one of those 2-legged open walkers.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't remember what they're called, but
We're gonna call them chicken walkers.
early chicken walkers. Anyway, they're walking around on one of those. I'm assuming Super Battle Droid is the alternative for the droids.
Sure, maybe.
Technically it's supposed to be a mount though, so I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, you'll be able to play as a bunch of the different heroes from Star Wars Battlefront, or from Star Wars in general. I know that they showed off a bunch of the heroes. We saw Rey, we saw Darth Maul.
Yeah, but are all these available in the beta?
I assume the
Who's
ones we saw at
available in
E3. So like Han Solo, Jango Fett, Boba Fett. And then not only that though, there are a bunch of different leaks right now, and I don't know how verified they are
There's leaks.
of all the different heroes that are in there.
Oh, come on. It's just all the primary Star Wars characters. It's pretty easy to pick out the best of the best.
I totally agree, and I gotta look up if any of that information is warranted.
Sure,
I
it
kinda
might actually
dodged it
be a
'cause I was
link.
just like, I don't know yet. It's so early.
It might actually be a leak, but yeah, at this point, it's like it's Star Wars characters. It's gonna be the best of the best,
Yep.
and anything's better than Dengar and Nia Nub. So I think they'll do better this time.
So one thing I am excited about, I'm just going to review a little bit. One thing I'm really excited about is they are moving towards those staged-based
The progression maps.
like progression maps. Which
Yeah.
if you've ever played Battlefield, you know exactly what this is.
Yeah, you play
It's where
those big maps,
progress
and you're
towards
pushing
the
against
goal.
an objective. It's like, oh, fall back, they've taken this thing or whatever, and then the map moves and moves. It's really cool.
I'm super excited about that. I'm very happy to see that. And then, of course, this game will feature all 3 generations of Star Wars content.
Yep.
So you have the prequel era, you have the Galactic Civil War, and then, of course, you'll have the Force Awakens generation.
Right.
So I don't know how expansive that's going to be. Like, that's going to be a little weird to kind of play, I guess, because we've never played any of that kind of thing.
Right, yeah. See, that's... I don't know. More content, the better, or more eras, the better, Otherwise, I mean, the last one, it got like super stale, and I mean, there's a number of problems, but whatever. We've already been through that conversation. But one thing I did want to temper people's expectations. Originally, I think it was on that preview page for Battlefront or whatever. They said there was like 3 times the content of the previous game.
Yeah.
Okay? And I take that with a junk load of salt, okay? Because that could easily be them saying, well, there's 3 separate eras. Just
we'll
saying.
see. Yeah, it's
Just
like
saying.
we'll see. Admittedly, if they really wanted to, I'm not even. That's a discussion for another day, to be honest. It's just what they should do and what they shouldn't do. We've done enough videos for Battlefront 3, Battlefront 4 at this point. I mean, I'm gonna have some choice words for you, EA. You better get this right. Yeah. Again. You better get this right.
No, we're just gonna buy the whole thing.
We're gonna buy it all. So please get it right.
All, yeah.
No.
Please,
I changed my opinion.
Right.
Please get it right.
He's pleading.
Oh my goodness. All right. So in other news, we have this very interesting thing coming out.
What is this?
I called it an interesting thing, essentially. So apparently, there's going to be a keyboard attachment that's releasing for the Nintendo Switch. It's a third-party thing, okay, but. Essentially, you're gonna have it. You can get a keyboard to put between your Joy-Cons.
So then you're wait. So you attach the Joy-Cons to the sides of the keyboard?
Yeah, dead serious. You just slide those mothers on. Slide them on the rails.
Okay, so basically, for the visual for anyone listening. Oh my god, for the visual of anyone listening, is basically a keyboard in place of your Switch screen, kind of like that. So you're holding up like your Switch, but instead of a Switch screen in a unit. It's Joy-Cons attached to a keyboard is the idea. Yep. So you have to like put it down, then start typing, then pick it back up to start playing again? Okay.
So interestingly enough, the last time this kind of design was done was with the Nintendo GameCube, where they had literally 2 halves of the controller on either end of this giant keyboard in the middle of your controller.
Oh my god, he's got a picture of it.
Nick's looking at an abomination. Maybe we'll put this in the podcast thumbnail or something like that.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Oh my goodness.
What is that? That's glorious right there.
Isn't it? Anyway, so some people were saying, back in the day for the Nintendo GameCube when this was originally released, we had like Phantasy Star Online.
Yep,
okay, where people would type and they were like, oh, this thing was like, perfect for Phantasy Star Online for the Nintendo GameCube.
Yep. I played that on the Xbox 360. There was another Phantasy Star Online game released, and I mean they closed the servers by now. But you were able to type. I believe you were able to attach a keyboard. I don't remember, but whatever. It was an interesting experience because people would actually type. It was a console MMO. I was like, hey, this is kind of cool.
For the Nintendo GameCube. That's so weird.
Yep.
Anyway, so kind of like, it's like, all right, let's take a step back from the GameCube history and wait. This is releasing for the Switch.
Yeah.
Why is it released for?
Yeah.
So that's interesting thought. First of all,
we're gonna get Pokemon typing game.
Maybe we have a long disabled internet browser on the Nintendo Switch that's technically in there.
Oh,
okay. But it's like disabled, and you can kind of screw around to get towards it. You could use it there theoretically, but currently, other than like posting to Twitter and like typing your little hashtags, what use do you have for this? Can we even send each other messages right now on the Switch?
No.
So interesting thought there, but this kind of takes a turn towards the territory.
Oh, what's coming out? Pokemon MMO?
How about the Rainway app?
The Rainway app? What?
Do you know what the Rainway app is?
Remind me.
The Rainway app is basically being able to send a PC game to your Switch unit. And kind of like show
use
it on
your Switch as a display.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, you could be playing a PC game and stream it to your Switch. Okay. And that's one of the apps that have been going around where some people they're playing like Arkham Knight or something, where they were doing tests with like Arkham Knight or the Arkham whatever game, and playing it on the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Okay, and clearly, if Railway does release, I mean, think about actually just PC gaming on this thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, I have a use for this keyboard now.
Right.
You know, it's not quite a mouse, but
real fast, but
you can totally use this for Railway, whether you're programming emulators with keyboard controls. Let's say you're playing World of Warcraft for the heck of it, you know, but on with a wireless
Nintendo
mouse and your Switch keyboard, I don't know, but it gets a lot more interesting at that point with the Railway app.
right.
Because who knows where we could go with that? Apparently Nintendo is going to be letting the Railway app release, even if it does mean playing like PC games on it or playing other people's games on it. I don't know. Just weird. It'll be interesting to see where all this ends up.
Right, and see, I found this interesting because recently, I don't know. You guys have to Google this, but recently there was like a re-release of the NES mouse, like fairly recently. So now I'm thinking it's like now we're releasing a keyboard for the Switch. I was like, what?
Wait, what do we need? What kind of mouse?
An NES mouse.
Why was it? What do you mean recently released?
Like I don't know. I heard it was like re-released recently.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. So now we've got a keyboard for the Switch. So okay. I was hoping maybe there would be an actual game releasing with this, but yeah, if it's
Yeah,
this
this
just
is more of a
Railway, it's like,
third-party keyboard at this point.
Sure,
But
I mean, why is
with
it
the
gonna
Railway
exist?
app is going to be awesome.
That would be.
So I'm excited about that for the most part. Just so you do know, it is currently scheduled for exclusive release in Japan on the 30th of September.
Yeah.
And we don't know if it's coming to the United States or anything like that. But I mean, if it's successful, if Railway releases, I think people are going to have a pretty good demand for this thing at the very least as a third-party accessory. I can see why this would sell at this point.
Right.
All right, so moving on here, Nintendo has filed a weird trademark, and it's for something called Nintendo Check-in.
Nintendo Check-in. Okay.
Yes. So it's kind of confusing. Okay, I'm getting this off GameSpot here. Apparently, there's a bot. Okay, there's a bot, a trademark bot that just basically tweets out information of public trademarks.
Yeah.
And that kind of
Oh,
thing.
that's fun. Okay.
And this was recently released. They have an image for Nintendo Check-in. But not only that, we have some information as to what this thing might pertain to.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm kind of like clicking over here to get some pictures.
He's
here.
clicking.
Okay, so there are no details from Nintendo at this time of what Nintendo Check-in is, but the tweet says the trademark falls under Category 41. Okay, supposedly Category 41, it would mean something along the lines of screening and production or distribution of movies.
Okay.
Okay, that's weird. Stage play performances. Okay, musical performances.
Oh.
Okay, planning and management of game tournaments.
Okay.
Providing games online. Like what? Like that's really vague. Providing entertainment facilities and rental of toys.
Okay.
So it's kind of a vague trademark, but I mean it falls in somewhere in there. Somewhere in there is what the heck they're doing with this thing.
Well, Okay, well, here, the one thing I can see is that, okay, with the new Nintendo app, gonna be releasing soon enough, you know. I mean, they've shown some of the Splatoon 2 integration with that new trailer, that hour-long Nintendo Direct or whatever.
Yep.
I'd imagine this may be a feature in the Nintendo app, and I mean, they can give you special little perks or, like, platinum or gold coins or whatever if you, like, go to, like the Zelda Symphony. Like, okay, so it was saying for, like, music or whatever. Can you scroll up here? Here, let me see. What was that thing?
It's right here.
So music performances, stage play performances, things like that. So probably checking into an entertainment thing like the Zelda Symphony, okay? So if you check in there or whatever, maybe you'll get some platinum points for your thing, or you'll get a special thing for your game that it can now transfer to it because the Nintendo app will be hooked up to all their Nintendo games.
Yep.
It could be an interesting idea.
Yeah, and I mean, of course, based on that list, I mean, it could be anything at this point, and that's a very interesting take on that. Immediately, you went towards the Nintendo app, which we already found out just recently, like you said, with the Switch. The Splatoon 2 app is integrated into that app.
It's a sub piece of the app. So that's the thing about the Nintendo app is that kind of like
it's gonna be a
Ubisoft and
multifaceted
Destiny,
beast.
Sure. Well, that's the thing is that everyone they make their own app for the game. Like Watch Dogs 2 has an app. Ubisoft has their Assassin's Creed app. Activision has their Destiny 2 app, a Halo app, Call of Duty app, whatever. This is literally the Nintendo app, and they're going to be integrated. Like it was literally a subsection of the Nintendo app. It had like Splatoon 2, and clearly there was going to be icons for all the other games that'll show up in there. So I don't know. It's really interesting that Nintendo made a all-to-one app kind of thing. So everything linked together.
So kind of an outlandish idea / concept I was thinking of is maybe they want to do something similar to Pokemon Go, to kind of, cash in on that kind of thing. Like, I don't know if maybe it's a horrible idea of a Mario Go. This it's kind of like joke worthy, but maybe they want to take advantage of that kind of technology.
Well,
it's called Nintendo Check-in.
Right. Well, see, that's the thing. Is
Clearly, they're
now I'm thinking of Fire Emblem. Okay, the Fire Emblem app. Okay, whenever you go in like daily, okay, they're giving you these orbs, the in-game currency or whatever. They'll just give it to you if you just check in. You just go into the app. It'll like, here you go. Here's some things. Okay. Obviously, Pokemon Go. You're just going in. They have like a 7-day system where it's like, oh, if you hit Pokestops or catch Pokemon for like 7 days, you get a special thing or whatever. So I mean, they know these things work.
So I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't truly believe that they're going to do something similar to Pokemon Go with this. Not at least
they totally could. Scale. They totally should. They're not gonna.
I don't believe they'll do anything near that. But I just wanted to throw the concept out there. But I did like your concept where you said maybe it would be like a part of the Nintendo Rewards program.
Sure.
Where, like
imagine if you go to the first Splatoon competition, or something, or you go to
you're checking into the Nintendo event. You know
sure.
what I mean?
Well, maybe just any Nintendo themed event. If they're having a competition, if they're having an event, if they're I don't know.
That seems like a really realistic idea.
Like imagine when they had those Switch boxes where it's like you can go random places, and they had the Switches there. If they had the Nintendo Check-in app thing, you'd be able to check in there. Yeah, and get some points or something like that. Something special.
See, I like the concept. That seems like a very grounded, realistic idea. Sure. Now, I actually had another idea. It hit me from a little while ago, actually.
Sure.
In an interview about, I think it was June. I was doing my research before this, June 8th-ish. Okay. That's when we got all that information with the new trailer for the new Nintendo Land. Okay.
Oh,
now,
shoot.
In an interview with Miyamoto said himself that they wanted to get a concept working where the Switch, you can actually interact with your Nintendo Switch at Nintendo Land.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, maybe this is the Nintendo Check-in or whatever that would apply towards just Nintendo Land. Maybe it's just a technology used at Nintendo Land. Now, I know I went to Disney World, okay, and they used an awesome technology, okay, where they just used NFC wristbands for your getting
so an amiibo.
Kind of like reserving spots on rides and that kind of thing, and checking in when you get there. Just to it's like
just say, hey, I have
bump it up here. When, if it's your turn, it'll go off like it's supposed to. But anyway, it was a really good concept when I went there. I was like, this is really cool.
Right.
So I'm wondering if it's just a similar system used for the park. Maybe it's not this big grand thing that anyone claims it's going to be. Maybe it's just the park subsystem. You know what I mean?
Okay, because they know it works.
And Miyamoto just talked about this June 8th-ish, okay?
That's really
where he was
cool.
talking about the park and the integration of Switch in the park. But not only that, according to this, it means that the patent was filed in June 20th, shortly thereafter. Are those comments connected? Maybe not. Maybe it is your idea of the Nintendo Rewards check-in. I think that's totally
not a bad idea for the thing, because clearly it's an existing technology. I mean, they're using NFC wristbands, okay? Nintendo's making amiibo. They're all NFC. They're already doing that. They've been sticking it in all their controllers right now with little NFC things. They got a little NFC thing for my 3DS.
And this would be more GPS oriented, like Pokemon Go is. But clearly, with it being Nintendo Check-in, okay, it's clearly going to be on your mobile devices, okay?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to also be on the Switch, and that's why it's like, yes, we have Switch connectivity in the park, but you can also use your mobile phone. We don't want to disinclude anybody.
Interesting. Either. It's like, if you pocket your right Joy-Con, it's got the NFC reader, and you can check in with just the Joy-Con, but you'll have to remember to turn it on first. Hit the sync button or hit the orbit or whatever.
You'll sync to the tower.
Sync to the tower.
But yeah, just interesting. I thought this was cool. I hope they do something really fun with it.
Yeah.
Because while Pokemon Go can be tedious and repetitious, based on the concept of a game, it is grinding candies to level up. It is that
you're grinding up Pidgeys for candies is what you're doing.
I like the concept. I don't want to. I don't want this grindy, so much of a grindy game.
Yeah.
Like I like this concept of checking, and I'm curious. I want to see what they're gonna do with it. So bring it on, Nintendo.
I hope they do something cool with it, because it's like there's 1.5 billion things you could do with it, and you're probably not gonna do any of it, and that's usually disappointing. And that's typical Nintendo. They always do 40% of what you want.
Exactly. Of course, that's how it works.
That is how it works.
All right, so the next thing I want to discuss, was Splatoon 2.
Okay.
Kind of. I wanted to discuss its mobile app. I wanted to discuss its communication system. I wanted to discuss, what is this terrible beast?
Yeah.
What is this, that Nintendo thinks is a great idea? They think they're future-proofing this thing. Others are throwing it down, and they're saying, this is horrible. Why would you do this? Why doesn't the Switch have native chat support? Why do I have to use my mobile phone to have this chat support? So, if you're unaware, essentially for Splatoon 2, it was revealed that, it'll have online communication,
yeah.
Basically showing off the first online communication for the Nintendo Switch.
Yay!
The problem is a lot of people were unhappy that the Switch alone can't do this.
Yep.
Basically, what you have to do, and I have an image here, at least for me to describe it for you guys on the podcast here. So essentially, you're going to have a dongle, just which is going to connect to your headset.
Separate box, basically.
Then, your headset is going to plug into your Switch unit.
Okay.
Okay, that'll give you your audio, so you can kind of get some awesome audio in your headset. Now, if you've ever used a headset for audio and gaming, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's awesome. It's significantly better than using a standard, speakers and that kind of thing.
It's pretty cool.
It's a heck of a lot better coming out of your plastic TV.
Yes.
So using a headset and getting audio through your headset is a fantastic, awesome thing. Okay.
Right.
But that's where it should have ended. But it doesn't. Another wire pops out. And guess what? This puppy ain't going in your Switch. This is for your voice communication. It plugs directly into your phone.
Yay.
Okay? At that point, you will open up the Nintendo app, go into the Splatoon section, and then maybe not even the Splatoon section, but you're going to go into, you can create your parties through the Nintendo app using your phone. Okay, yeah. So your friends are going to connect via this way. You're going to connect via this way. The Switch unit itself cannot do it by itself, kind of.
Yeah, so basically, you plug this dongle thing into the Switch to get your game audio, and then of course you plug your headphones into the other side of the dongle, and then you also have another cable coming out of the dongle to plug into your phone to get your voice communication chat with your buddies.
Now, if you're lost yet, there's a good reason for that. There's too many goddamn wires.
Too many wires, but I can say I give credit to Nintendo for making the arrow-shaped, squid-themed dongle.
Yeah, the dongle looks like the arrow/squid shape from that you would typically see
in Splatoon, yeah. So... yeah,
all right, so I wanted to kind of discuss, so why do we need this app? What's this app going to give us? Yes, let's go ahead and get into it.
Oh, fun.
So the app will be available sometime soon. I believe it launches with the game of Splatoon 2. Do you remember Splatoon 2's release date?
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
Google that, sir, while I read this. So, I'm reading this right off of Nintendo.com, the Splatoon page. The app is compatible with Splatoon 2, with the Splatoon 2 game, giving players the ability to access Splatnet 2, invite friends to online matches, and chat during the game. Both the app's functionality and online play will be free until the Nintendo Switch Online service launches in 2018. Essentially, that's just saying, oh yeah, hey, if you have a Switch this early, the online system is in its basically beta form. It is free for now. It will eventually be, what, $20 a year?
It was like $20 a year, it's bananas. By the way, the release date for Splatoon 2 is July 21st.
Oh my goodness. That is 10 days away from when we're recording this. So by the time you listen to it,
we're
it'll be even
closer. Yeah, we're definitely going to be
excited about
streaming this likely on our Fridays at twitch.tv/Gaming Twins Show. So do check that out.
Yes, check that out. All right.
It'll be fun.
All right, so with the app, for Splatoon 2, you'll be able to access Splatnet 2, see online play stats, also check out upcoming stages and more, blah, blah,
That was actually kind of cool. So it shows you the stage rotation, because you'd always have to guess, or you'd have to go to this third-party website, which was actually really cool, playing Splatoon music, and it would just tell you the current stages, that kind of thing.
So you'll be able to create a party, with this app. Now, that's for the voice chat. You create a voice chat party.
Okay, a party.
If you
of all
ever
your
played
friends.
online game, if you've ever played an Xbox 360 online, okay, you probably know what we're talking about. Essentially, you could create a party, okay?
Yeah.
At that point, okay, the app will let you chat with your friends in your online lobby before the game begins. Then talk to your teammates to coordinate strategy once the game begins. Why are you separating that? God, I got lost in my thing. I read the wrong thing. You'll also be able to invite friends who have the game to private battles, league battles, and Splatfest battles via social media and other services.
As in, probably send out a
tweet,
hey,
probably
join
a
me.
tweet
Yeah,
link.
send out a tweet at a friend or whatever. It's like, hey, join me on Splatoon. So
Well,
then if they're
more
not
so for at
online,
least
you can hit them
us.
on other social media things. You can hit them in many different ways.
Well,
rather
more so
than
for
being
us,
online.
okay. On the other hand, you and I can tweet out a link to. It's like, hey, let's do some private battles. Join us up for the Friday show. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
And then the link will be there, and they can click and join it, and that would be really cool.
That would be really
So I'm
cool.
excited about that. It says when players are invited to the game, they'll get an instant notification to their smart device.
Huh.
So Mr.
Oh,
Spammy Spam will be able to spam your smartphone at any
no.
given time of the day,
Oh, no.
which should be good or
Okay.
bad, depending on how you see it.
Bad. Could be really bad. No, I'm kidding.
So basically, I was kind of sitting down and I was thinking about this app. I'm
Glad
like, okay, well,
notification
what is
is
this app doing that this system can't?
Right.
Okay, so currently we can't really have a party system. There's no
there's-
party system.
yeah.
There's no voice chat. You can't do that alone.
Is there even matchmaking? Does matchmaking exist?
Of course it does. I take it back. I had to turn on Mario Kart 8 and I was like, okay, wait, how did the inviting
Oh,
like
yeah,
a friend work?
yeah, that was a thing.
So I turned on Mario
We
Kart
did do
8
that.
before the stream, and I was like, okay, yeah, of course we can invite friends and that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing
okay.
to like the game lobby. So that's how we can currently invite friends to the game through that.
Right.
Okay, through the system itself. Theoretically, you could just use an app like Discord,
Yep. And
you
just
know,
be
on your
talking
phone or something, if you
regardless.
wanted to just replace this app, if you don't want to use the app. Unfortunately, of course, you still cannot do this without the app. So if you want to talk to your friends, you will need to use a mobile app of some kind because there is no native voice chat support.
Yeah, not with the Switch anyway. There's
But
no
overall-
ports, guys.
At the very least, the Switch unit itself can at least invite people to games. Thank goodness.
Yay.
At least that's there. But overall, I thought it was an interesting debate. I was curious about it. Overall, do you think that they are future-proofing this? I mean, everyone and your grandma has a smartphone at this point.
Okay, to be fair, okay, it is okay for them to do this. I mean, clearly there's no going back on the Switch. There's no port for it. There's no port to plug in a headphones jack, okay? Or not a headphones jack.
Microphone.
A microphone. Okay.
I hear you
guess
might
it's
be able to
just
do
not
it
in
through the
there.
USB-C in the bottom.
Okay.
Still a
That'd be
pain.
interesting, but apparently Nintendo can't figure it out because they decided to make an app. I think this will be functional. The problem is getting the adapter for it. That's the thing. You need to buy the adapter separately.
Yeah.
And I heard that's gonna. How much was that thing? $20?
What I heard, I believe Reggie said this, but essentially what they were aiming for is, number one, they want to future-proof the Switch.
Yeah.
Okay. Because guess what? Yes, the Switch doesn't have it, but it's supported by the smartphone app. So
Okay.
theoretically, you don't even need your Switch. You want to join in an online party and just talk to your friends? You could just do that with your phone without having your Switch sitting there dying next to you. You know what I
Right.
mean? So theoretically, there
but you
are
can
some
already do
advantages
that.
to this app. It is a cool concept. I was never really irked by it. I mean, I understand the complaints that the unit itself can't just do voice chat. I understand the complaints. On the other side of it, I'm like, I also see a lot of benefits to this app. This seems like a really cool concept. It just stinks that you can't do it by itself
I'd
with
say-
the Switch, but
I would say, for one, okay, you can't do it with the Switch. Okay, we're getting past that point. Whatever. Can't do it with the Switch. Okay, and the thing is that with smartphones, okay, everyone has a smartphone for the most part, and with Nintendo, and most people, they can just use any app to communicate. Okay, but in the off chance that you have a smartphone, well, or just the fact that Nintendo is at very least putting in a means of communication with your friends with the Switch, okay. Or through means of Nintendo, they are at least giving you an avenue to
Maybe they-
communicate with your friends, despite the fact you could just use any phone app
theoretically
that
they're
you're already
making their own
using.
Discord without like the
They are.
typing chat.
They are.
It's a vocal Discord only kind of
Yeah,
thing.
and see, that's the thing, is that if anything, Nintendo is at least doing players right by giving them an avenue to communicate. At very least, they're doing the bare minimum, and at very least, they're doing that. If they didn't give any means of communication, you could totally knock them for it.
You
could totally knock him for it.
You do sound like a Nintendo apologist right now, though.
No. What I'm saying is that, well, that's the thing, is that you could totally knock him for it and say, hey, there's no means of communication on Nintendo Switch. What the heck gives? And then they say, just use a smartphone. Just call each other. Call your friends. It would be bad. Okay? So the fact is, it's like, here, we added a method. Yes, it's complicated as all, but we did give it to you. And you have it. You can't gripe too much because it does exist.
All right. I'll play devil's advocate.
It's kind of like Nintendo. No. People are like, hey, Nintendo, where's our Metroid? It's like, here's Metroid Federation Force. You got Metroid.
I'll play Nintendo apologist.
Give you something.
I'll play Nintendo apologist / devil's advocate here.
Okay.
And say, okay, I'll give you a scenario. Okay.
Give me a scenario.
Your friends are getting online, and they're all like, all right, let's do this. Send Nick an invite. Send Nick an invite. All right. Send an invite, and you get it on your phone. But you're walking home.
Yep.
You pick it up and you're like, oh, actually, I wonder if you could use your phone. If you could use your phone microphone, this will work. But if you have to use a headset, it's gonna be a problem.
You got a message right here. Let me join this doing a party real fast. Hey, you moron! I'm going home right now. I'm not even at home.
No, but it invite me for. It could also be like
we're playing after dinner. Yeah, okay, we're playing after dinner. Okay, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, it could be like, all right, man,
he wants
I'm
to play. He's available.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
You're available. Oh, you're playing for the next 2 hours. Okay, cool. We'll be there. I'll be there.
It's weird. Theoretically, Discord is already there.
That's the thing.
But not Nintendo's not going to also sit there and be like, we have no means of communication and use Discord.
Use something else.
Use somebody else's.
Use something outside of our service that's not safe. Call your friends.
I don't know.
So yeah, if anything, Nintendo is putting in the bare minimum, and I'm actually okay with it.
All right. Let's go ahead and close out for now.
Sure. Well, hey, if you enjoyed this, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment in the bottom. We also do a weekly show live every Thursday at gamingtwins.tv. No, I'm sorry. Twitch.tv/gamingtwins show. Join us live every week. We're there.